Yes. Oh, actually? Never mind. I need to message my friend. It's that time. 10:38. Perfect, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect.
Ellie_B314
Yo,
says
Ellie!
LMAO, I have returned.
Yay! Okay, I'm happy. There you are. FPS camera ring. Oh, are you working on your Unity? Are you working on
Ellie_B314
Yario?
says trying to get a dumb FPS camera working.
Wait, first person shooter camera? Or frames?
Ellie_B314 says Yario over.
Well, why is Yario turning into an FPS? Oh my god, hell yeah.
Ellie_B314 says FPS game is my new BFF.
Dude, wouldn't a game be cool that's like a 2D platformer, but at certain points it turns into an FPS and it switches to 3D, but like the actual model and stuff stays the same? Like the world doesn't become 3D, but the game can move in 3D or something. I don't know. It'd be fun. You know, like a whole, like almost like Paper Mario, except with shooting. Your new BFF. Nice.
Ellie_B314 says I have an idea for a game, and I've asked my friend to make the music for it.
Dang. See? It's fun, right? You really did get addicted, right?
Ellie_B314 says Max LOL we cookin'.
Hell yeah. I knew deep down you probably always wanted to make a game. Isn't that what everyone kind of wants? Games are so fun. Like, even if people are doing, uh, more boring things, like, I don't know, perhaps System Verilog. Deep down, everyone just wants to make a game. Right. Use fly-through mode to find the number on the swing set. In the step of practice using fly-through mode, zoom in, find hidden number on the back of the swing set. Oh, Ellie, do you want me to send you my cheat sheet I made for all the movement within 3D in Unity? But it works in 2D too. It's just like, well, some of it works. You don't really need a lot in 2D. All you need to do is up, down, left, right. So it doesn't really. That's all the parts that apply. Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll put it in the server so everyone can see it. Because I literally got everything. I took some notes. I have it all written out. It's very. I just didn't bullet point that. Maybe I'll do that. Let's go bullet point. Right. Well, I'll make one more note. Use. To switch between the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There. Okay. I'm just putting bullet points so it looks less ugly. There we go. Okay. Now I have to open up Discord. I'll put it in coding talk. I shall label it movement in or navigation Unity 3D navigation cheat sheet and other useful shortcuts. And I'm gonna pin it because I'm actually gonna probably need to go back to it in the future to look. But yeah. Okay. Using fly-through mode to zoom in and find a hidden number on the back of the swing set. In the video demo above, the number appears as a red square, but it will be a real number in your scene. Oh. Remember, you can always reorient yourself by double-clicking on a game object in the hierarchy window. Activate fly-through mode in the scene view by holding the right mouse button using WS keys to navigate. Locate the hidden number at the back of the top bar of the swing set. Okay. Tip, you might want to write down the hidden numbers as you find them so you don't forget. Frame and zoom to find the second number inside the grill. Framing an object centers it in the scene view and allows for closer inspection. You've already framed objects when you double-click them in the hierarchy window. Now you're going to learn a new, more convenient way to frame an object by pressing the F key on your keyboard while in the scene view. After framing an object, you can then use the scroll wheel on a mouse or 2 fingers on a trackpad to zoom in around that framed object. Now you'll use these techniques together to discover the second number hidden inside the grill. In the video demo above, the number appears as a red square, but it will be a real number in your scene. Select the Move tool and Scene View toolbar. It's the second tool just after the View tool. The Move tool allows you to select objects directly in the scene view. You'll learn a lot more about the Move tool later. In the scene view, select the grill by clicking directly on it, then press F to frame it. This is the frame effect you get by double-clicking on it in the hierarchy window. With the grill still selected in the scene view, press the F key a few more times. And notice what happens. The view will alternate between a more zoomed in and zoomed out framing of that object. Okay. Use your mouse scroll wheel or 2 fingers on the trackpad to zoom in and find the number hidden inside the grill. Make sure to write down this number too. Nice. What sections are there? Orbit around the play structure to find the third number. I don't like orbiting. I don't think I'm going to use this very often, like ever. Because it's like such a weird, it's so disorienting. And like just, I don't know. I don't really like this kind of movement. It's not intuitive. Orbiting is an essential navigation technique that lets you rotate your view around a selected object, providing a 360-degree perspective. Orbiting is different from using the view tool to look around in the scene, which you did before by right-clicking and dragging. Using the view tool and looking around is like moving your own head. Your position stays in place, but the rotation changes. Orbiting is like moving around an object while you stare at it. Your focal point stays the same, but your position changes. That's what makes it so weird, since like you are no longer the anchor. And then you're like, yeah, it's disorienting. In this step, and then you can end up too, if you like do it in the right way, you can end up like completely upside down, where the thing you were looking at is like upside down. How does that even happen? If you like
Deflux
move
Stream says Ayo.
like diagonally, it's so weird. Yo, Deflux. Good. Oh my god, I forgot to switch back to what I'm reading. I'm just like not showing any. I'm not showing Unity Learn. What am I doing? There we go. That's awkward. But it's fine. Yeah, anyway, okay. Keep going. Yeah, where was I?
Deflux Stream says,
Yeah, I don't
flashbang.
know how that happens, but you... I don't know, if you like rotate, if you like orbit in like a diagonal way or something, just like the thing that you're looking at ends up being completely upside down. It's really weird. I don't know how that... It hurts my brain thinking about it. Probably happens because of math things. Go around the structure, blah blah. You're still inside the grill. Zoom out and then rotate your view. Base the play structure. With the move tool still selected, click directly on the play structure in the scene view to select it, then press F to frame it in view. Once the play structure is framed, hold Alt or Option and left click and drag with your mouse to orbit around the play structure. You will find the third hidden number on the bottom of the play structure. After you've noted the number, or back up, front facing view, soon you'll get so much practice framing and orbiting, it will eventually be muscle memory. You also have that shortcut cheat sheet. Yep. But I guess you end up upside down. You can end up upside down. Because you're not just, like, yeah, it's like what happens when you start to move in a diagonal direction. Like, the object ends up, like, rotating because, it's like when you orbit, I'm trying to think. Right. You can still move in all directions. It's just you're locked around with the middle as the anchor point, but you can still move and like you can rotate not just around the object, but you can rotate like yourself slowly as you're orbiting, I guess. Use the scene view gizmos to reveal the final hidden number. Scene view gizmos, which looks like a series of colorful cones sticking out. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's called a gizmo. Of a cube in the upper right corner of the scene view are another helpful tool for 3D navigation. You will use the gizmos in something called isometric mode to uncover the fourth and final digit of your code. In the video demo, the digit looks like 3 red cubes, but in your scene it will appear as a real number. To be able to see the scene view gizmos more clearly against the background, right-click them and select Show Background. Okay, actually this is something I'll do in Unity. Well, I'm not going to do it in their project, but I should do this for practice. This will be good. Okay. So if I switch over, go to 3D, right-click, Show Background. Oh, that's what that does. I see. So if it like blends in, you'll still be able to see it. Interesting. In the scene view, click directly on the fire pit set between 2 outdoor chairs, then press F to frame it in view. You might notice some strange black lines beneath the fire pit. Interesting. With the fire pit framed, use the cone-shaped gizmos to view it directly from the side. cone-shaped gizmos. I guess I just mean like click on these and you can like, yeah, rotate around. They're all cone-shaped though. Right-click the gizmos again and disable perspective to enter isometric view. Oh my god, is this gonna make a lot of weird things happen? Probably like top-down, I guess. Wait, perspective is already checked. Did it just put me into... Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, wait, when you're in isometric view, it's literally like the same view as... This is weird. It's like the same view as 2D mode. Okay, it's in 2D right now, actually. Okay, so it's in 3D. And then if we go isometric... Is this supposed to be this perspective thing? Oh, it says ISO. Wait, it's in isometric mode right now, but it feels the same. Oh, it's because of the grid. Is that really all it is? Wait, now it's perspective. Wait, what? How is this any different? What makes this isometric? Because now it's perspective, but click on do isometric again. ISO, perspective. ISO, perspective. Why does... You see this? Why is it getting cut off? Is that what isometric does? Look at how it like F's up the back, like it's like getting cut off. Oh my god, what's the point of this? What is the point of isometric? This is confusing. I will Google it. What is isometric?
Ellie_B314 says isometric projection.
No. Is this one of those things where it's like no matter how far away from the object you are, it always looks the same size? Like it just doesn't get bigger? Is that isometric? What's the point of this? Oh. Oh.
Ellie_B314 says yes.
Why does this weird behavior happen, Ellie? You probably know. Like this thing, when it's an isometric, why does it cut off? Like, wait, let me rotate again.
Ellie_B314 says different rendering styles for different games.
Oh. So it has to do with how this is being rendered? Why it's like making it do this weird behavior? Because this is supposed to be, so this is 2D. This was done in the 2D mode, but I put it into 3D so I could like mess around with the camera and practice putting the camera into isometric mode. But it does weird, it's weird.
Ellie_B314
Oh,
says that has to do
you're
with the
good.
view frustrum and clipping parts of the scene.
View frustrum. Oh, thank you whoever followed, by the way. Thank you. View fresh. What the? This is frustrum rating. What is a frustrum? Oh, this is you, Deflex. Thank you. Like, it sounds like...
Stream says NP.
Oh. It sounds like fulcrum. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. But... frustrum. Clipping parts of the scene. It's definitely getting clipped, that's for sure. And isometric. Weird. I'm gonna Google that too. What is frustrum? Let's see what I get. Frustrum culling. That's the first thing that came up.
Says click on the camera.
Okay. Click on the camera. You mean the box in the top right? Or do you mean this camera? Dynamic clipping. Is that why you're having me click on it?
Ellie_B314 says in the scene.
Where? Main camera, this? This is for when it plays in the game. Like the game's camera. Like when you hit the play button. Discord. Okay, yeah, that's Discord.
Ellie_B314 says Discord LMAO.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so
Okay. Yes.
what is happening here?
What the
you're
hell
experiencing
is
something called
Yeah.
uh
What is happening?
I mean it's technically frustum culling, but I'm not sure if you would really call it a frustum in isometric. Click on the camera into the scene, the main camera in the simple scene.
Simple scene.
And
This is for when it plays. This doesn't have to do with my camera. The camera in the scene view is unrelated to the camera in the game. For the gameplay
if you see those if you see those white
Oh yeah, these white lines is like the projection.
You were looking at the scene view and not the game view.
This is the game view.
Odd. Hold on.
The camera is a game object that you control, like when you actually use the gameplay mode. It's just a fixed. It's a fixed camera. It doesn't. You can't. But wait, let me zoom out. This is what I think you want me to see. You see with the white lines going backwards.
Yeah, because that's the camera's view.
Oh yes, that's why it's showing the way. You're right. The camera's set up here and it's pointing this way. Yeah. Like the main camera is. Oh yeah, there it is. Whoa. Actually, that's weird because the main camera is right here where it shows that. Like right here where the camera icon is. That's actually where it is. Mm-hmm. It's right over here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why it has this box. It's showing. It's like saying like this is what you're looking at. Yeah. Wait, can I get it to do it again? Oh wait, now I can't get it to clip anymore. I don't know what angle I was looking at it when it started doing that.
Oh, no, it's over now.
It's over. Oh no. But there. It just started. Well, it did a little in the corner. Like.
Yeah, so I guess that's just the difference between the scene camera and the actual game camera. Because you do have a view frustum, or I guess it's not. Yeah, I guess it's not a frustum. I don't know what to call it for isometric.
Oh. There, right here. This is when you view it like from this angle. It f's up the side. But it only does this in isometric. If I take it out of isometric and put it back into perspective, this doesn't happen. It's a isometric thing.
When you actually play the scene, that doesn't happen though, yes?
Well, if you play the scene, the camera's fixed, so it's just going to be looking at. It's a 2D game. It's just going to be looking at it from one angle. It's not going to rotate at all. So no, it won't happen. I think. Well, why not play it? And I think this thing only affects the scene. Like I'm viewing it isometric, but in the scene, it's not what's happening with the main camera, so I don't think it would matter. Oh my god. Okay, I was like worried about it for a second. Yeah, the camera just fixed. These guys fall because they have rigid bodies. But oh, does it? ISO's so weird. Oh wait, I think I might know why. It's when I get too close to it. It's like,
Oh, so it's
yeah, I'm
back
not.
on the back side of your view frustum.
I guess so, because if I'm in perspective and I get too close, it's as if it doesn't matter. It just does this. But if I put in an ISO and I get close, then it's like, it's weird. What is a frustrum? But I think it has to do exactly with what you said, because the first thing when I tried Googling it, is it said frustrum, and then the first suggestion was culling. Like frustrum culling. It's like, what? That sounds about.
The view frustum is like the shape of the
Oh, where it's
3D like box of what's
Oh.
visible to the camera.
So if you go past, it's like it doesn't
So
exist because it's not being projected onto it, like type of thing.
yeah.
Like a screen almost.
So
That's
yeah, actually that would make sense. You're getting
okay.
close enough to where the way it's
Yeah.
intersecting
Mm-hmm.
that plane is out the backside of the view frustum. So
Okay.
that would make sense.
Yeah. I wonder how they decide, like when you put it into isometric mode, how do they decide where the frustrum should be? Is it just like random? Like it's just because you have to like it has to be put somewhere, right?
In
Is it based
isometric
on?
mode, it's related to the camera. So if you click on the main camera again,
Okay. It is. Ah. For the main camera.
the main camera, that's the main camera's view frustum, but the view, again, I keep wanting to call it a frustum, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep calling it that.
Yeah, it works.
But the view
It works.
frustum of the like scene
Yeah.
editor camera is different.
Oh. I just wonder how they decide for at least the scene editor, like when you enable isometric, like how do they decide where it should maybe it's based on like when you enter isometric mode, like where the camera's located, it'll just like place one down in front of you somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. Just switching back to perspective. Here's perspective. Still seems about. Still seems similar. Like as long as you get close, it still does this. I don't know. Or maybe it's based on the origin, like 00 or something. I don't know. So that it's a consistent behavior. And where do we put? But okay. I'll come back to perspective though. I don't really ever see myself wanting to use isometric. That seems like annoying.
So I know that's so one application here. I know that some
Yeah.
2D games are really implemented in a 3D engine, like I want to say like Paper Mario. It can allow you stuff like easy parallax and stuff like that with background objects compared to foreground objects.
Yeah. Well, cool thing is
And
every 2D
using
game.
an isometric view.
Oh.
Yeah, using like an isometric view versus a normal camera view. I forget the name of it.
Yeah. Perspective or whatever.
A perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then that's going to prevent you from having things changing sizes in the background versus the foreground.
Oh. It's just for the effect. Like it's. it gives like more of like a 2D effect of a 3D game to have it not do
Yeah.
grow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But yeah, one thing's cool is like within Unity, if you make a 2D game within Unity, every 2D game is actually a 3D game. Like you could in the editor, I mean you could switch it into 3D. It's just they're locked onto a 2D plane within the 3D like Unity editor, which is fun. So it's easy to make like those like 2.5D style games. Like, this is actually this is a 2D game. This is like or mini game. If you go back to 2D mode, then it's like then you get to see the 2D view,
Yeah.
and everything's locked onto this plane. But that's cool. Maybe you should submit Yario to a game jam. Yeah. Corrupt was funny earlier. He was like, you should make Nan game within Unity and then make it like a first person shooter Nan game. Like, what the? So I guess the instead of like sending zeros and ones, they can just like shoot each other. That's definitely what happens in the computer.
Oh. Okay. Holy shit.
You okay?
I thought I just broke my shit, but I didn't.
Oh my god, wait, broke what? Hope it's not expensive.
My no, my my scene in Unity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's fine. If that happens, you can just fix it. All these things are usually fixable. To view direct from the side. Click this again. Disable perspective to enter isometric view. Depending on your orientation, label beneath the I forgot to switch back to what I'm reading. Okay. Depending on your orientation, label beneath the gizmo, say front, back, left, right, top, or bottom. Know that you're in an isometric view, and the 3 lines to the left of the label are parallel to one another. Actually, I need to look at it again then. Disable perspective. Depending on your orientation, label beneath gives front, back, left, right, top, or bottom. Oh yeah, I forgot to see that. Let me look at those labels. Okay. Orientation. I don't see labels that say left, right. I just see Y, Z. Oh, but if you click on it, then it says front, left. I see. I know that you are in isometric view, and the 3 lines to the left of the label are parallel. Oh. I see. Okay, so now I'm in isometric. I guess that's why they're parallel for isometric, because like things don't change size, but in perspective, like the 3 lines like come together because it's showing like it, like, yeah, things grow and shrink and stuff. But real life isn't isometric, right? It's like
No.
Yeah, okay. So isometric isn't like real, right? It's like a fake view of the world. Is it? Or is that arguable?
It's just like a different view of the world, I think.
View. It's clearly useful enough that people use it for lots of stuff like engineering, but yeah. Imagine walking over to your friend, but they never like grow in size, so it's like you never get closer. I did once watch this video. It was about like drawing in perspective, like different perspectives. Like there's like 2-point and 3-point, and like lots of things, and there's isometric, and it was just talking about different drawing perspectives. And then they were making the argument that no perspective is real. Like these are all like creations of people, but they're not necessarily designed to represent reality, but like aspects or something. It was really confusing. It was just like, okay, without completely following it. It was interesting. Because I think one of the arguments that was being made was that like perspective isn't real because like how you view things would depend on like, for example, where your eyes are positioned on your head. If your eyes were in a different position, then it looks different. Like it'll look, the perspective will be different. So that's why like cameras, like fisheye and stuff like that, and different depending on the lens you use, can like change the perspective of like what's being seen. It was really interesting. What is real?
Is reality real?
It is. Oh, and then he said this was really interesting. So if you're drawing a picture on a 2D plane, whatever you draw will never be entirely accurate when it comes to perspective because we see in binocular vision, and it's actually impossible for that to be represented.
Yep.
Yeah, on just one surface. You
That
need
is
two
correct.
planes. So it's just an approximation when you draw of what we see. So weird. But there's an easy solution to that. It's just everyone needs to have one eye only, and then you're good. Then no weirdness.
Something, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind.
Oh, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind?
Yep.
Yep, it's true.
Oh.
Okay, as much view.
Oh.
Who am I? If you don't immediately see the fourth hidden digit, continue rotating around the fire pit with the help of the gizmos to reveal it. You're able to see the... Wait, let me see. Can I drag the gizmos too? Like, drag... No. I can click on the different directions, but it's not... You drag the scene, but you can't drag the gizmo. I feel like you should be able to drag on it too. It'd be nice to drag it around. Okay. Turn off the show background. Go back to 2D mode. You're able to see them more clearly in isometric view because all of the 3D perspective is removed. There's no longer any distortion of objects based on your angle, and all objects appear the same size, regardless of how far they are from you. You're looking at a 2D version of a 3D scene. That's why things get weird. 2D version of a 3D scene. So that's why you were saying they do this in like Paper Mario and stuff. Because even though they're using a 3D scene, they still want it to look to have a 2D. I hate dimensions. It's too confusing. It's removed.
Oh god, please stop autosaving.
Autosave. What's autosaving?
My thing in Unity.
Mine doesn't autosave.
In this menu, there's a checkbox for
Oh, you put it on. Interesting.
down, left, right components. There we go.
Once you figure out the final digit, right-click the gizmos and re-enable perspective to enter perspective mode again. Okay. See an isometric? And I was doing show background. Okay, there's ISO. Did you ever study that when you drew stuff in the past, like perspective and vanishing points and stuff?
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's difficult to get it looking right.
It's confusing. Also, oh, this reminds me. Another thing that was said in the video is because all this stuff is kind of like fake in a way, you can have like an infinite number of vanishing points. Like in theory, you could just keep adding more to and make things even more weird. But there's nothing that like stopping you from doing that. That's like damn.
Where's my space key? Space.
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 Demo again. Okay, why is it not completing? I have to reload the page. Oh, we did it. Enter the correct code in play mode. Oh, they have graffiti. Cute. Congratulations, you've made it here. You found all 4 hidden numbers. It's now time to verify whether they are correct. 4 hidden numbers. But this looks like... Oh, maybe it's like... There's supposed to be a number somewhere here, but they're not saying like which one of these would be a number, because... I guess. The correct code is actually the year Unity was created. Oh, wow. I don't know what year that was. 2000? 2001? Maybe. Instructions. Press the play button to enter play mode. Enter your code into the input box. If you entered the correct code, you should be treated to a fireworks display at the center of the scene. You now know the year Unity was created. Exit play mode now by clicking on the play button again. Oh, it's an image, not a video. Damn. Come on. Complete yourself. Hold on. This one's not doing it either. Come to reloads. I think it's being buggy. Am I logged in? Yeah. Why is it in Japanese when I didn't change it? I didn't change the freaking language. Oh my god. I don't feel like reading it in Japanese. I'm gonna fix this. Cause I might have to go into settings. I don't know why this happened. I don't even have my computer's language set to Japanese. Why did it switch to Japanese? Where's the language setting? My profile. Where is it? This is annoying. I'm trying my profile. No. Did this happen? Oh my god. Okay, now the site is like... Okay, it's okay now. I was like, the site was like blinking for a second. What is going on with this? Okay. Oh, it's still in Japanese though. Where's... Unity learn. Oh, I found it. It's right at the bottom where it says languages. There you go. Go. It says the site's in English, but it's in Japanese. Actually, no, it's just not working. Okay. English. Okay, when I change the language to English, it goes into Japanese. That doesn't make any sense. I just have to close the window. It's dumb. Okay, now it's in English, though. But this seems like a web browser problem. It's okay, I'll just go back to where I was. Okay. That was disruptive. Okay. Mark this complete. Review and proceed to the next tutorial. Congratulations on successfully navigating the scene view and completing the scavenger hunt. Here are some of the things you learned how to do along the way. Frame a game options, using F shortcut, yep. F3 modes, moving out the scene with scroll wheel around the frame objects. Mouse and keyboard, yep. It's Alt, left click. Switch between perspective and isometric mode, change your view of a scene. Instructions. Proceed to the next tutorial to fly through rings around the playground and solidify your scene view navigation skills. Maybe I'll rate this one like average, because I didn't really explain some of the stuff like isometric and stuff. They didn't explain that. I feel like it would have been nice if they did it. Instead, I had to ask you, Ellie, so I will say, why did I choose this rating? But it's confusing. Let me say not enough explanation on some of the details, such as how isometric is different from perspective. I think why does it not let me go to the next one? Oh, because I'm not in the pathway anymore. Go back and... What's up? Did you think you broke your thing again?
Uh. Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.